microtransactions out the backside. Yeah, there's nothing like that. I do like mobile games. But I do wish if I could snap my fingers and make something magically happen, that I didn't have to worry about, does my friend have a gambling addiction before I recommend this game to him? If I recommend Raid to a friend and they have no self-control, could they lose their house? I would love to not have to worry about that. There's some of these games, like Diablo Immortal, from what I've heard, just in terms of gameplay, has had fantastic gameplay. It's a really solid, smooth Diablo game. I've only heard good things about that. The problem has all been about the monetization. And yeah, if you wanted to skip it, I don't know why you would pay money to skip playing the game that you downloaded, because at that point, what's the point? But yeah, I've had some people estimate that if you just want to go straight to completely maxed out, you could just throw $100,000 at it. I don't know the math on that. I heard Bellular say that. However, if you, I mean, that's the thing with mobile games. They hit so many people. They're playing the numbers game, especially in the East. Mobile games having like pay to win and stuff like that is much more prominent over there, from everything I understand. So it's more normal. It's more accepted, and they will make a lot of money. They will make a lot of money doing that. So yeah, There was a lot. There's a lot that I've said there, but yeah, I would love for mobile gaming to be in a world where I don't have to worry about recommending a game to a friend and then they just like lose all self-control and spend way too much money. I would absolutely love that. I do recognize that the people that make the games need to get paid. There are ways to do it that are not predatory, and I wish they would do that. Diablo Immortal is an example of they looked up all the ways to monetize and then just implemented literally all of them at once. And yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. D3 had the same problem initially with the real money auction house. As when D3 came out, I remember I loved the real money auction house because I didn't buy a thing. I just was taking items I looted and throwing them on the real money auction house, and I made like $60 before they closed it. And so in my mind, I paid for the game. Just by selling yellow items I found, I paid for the game. Just because other people were buying it. But I don't know how much other people spent on it. A bunch of EU countries have stepped up their action against loot boxes recently. I've worked in legit gambling games before, and psychology is so similar. Yes, I actually loved reading those articles. It was like Spain and a bunch of others that I cannot immediately remember the names of. All outlawed. They blocked Diablo Immortal and certain other games. I think that's a good step. I think I would love to see countries do stuff like that and just like basically slap back to the gaming companies, and then the gaming companies be like, oh shoot, we need to change what we're doing. And then they change their game for the better, and then their game is accepted everywhere. That would be like the 1, 2, 3 that I would love to see. I would love to see that. If someone would pay to get to the end of the game immediately, why play it at all? Ring Song, I don't know. That's a mindset of a person that I am not that kind of person. I would assume someone who, yeah, I always imagine, when I imagine someone who's doing pay to win, I imagine it's like an older person that's already won at life, they're loaded, their reflexes are bad, so they just pay to get to the end game, and then they just stomp kids, and they're just like, hey, boy. Like that's what I imagine. Some guy's like, he's got most of his teeth are fake at this point. He's just sitting there with his cane leaning against his chair, and he's just demolishing kids with his credit card. I don't know if that's what's actually happened, but that's what I envision. Game already have gold, so I understand. I watched the stream where a guy bought the premium currency every time he got to a chest that required it to open. In 4 hours, he spent $2,000. Oof. I lost faith in gaming. I don't even know what to play anymore. I don't have anything to play. Everything's pay to win. It's disgusting. No, that's not true. That's not literally what the game I've been playing when we started this conversation right now. This is not pay to win. There's no way to put money into this other than just buying the game on Steam. This is a fantastic little game. There's tons of games that's not true, but yeah, there are some. Unfortunately, there are some. As someone with mental issues, that these things are very much designed to manipulate, I'm very much so against it. I hear that. You just described me, but without money. But yeah. There we go. That was quite the segue, but that was a good talk. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I do enjoy mobile games. Over the years, I've played Clash of Clans, Lords Mobile, Boom Beach. Oh, I didn't really love that one, but it was made by the same people that Clash made, and I loved Clash, so I tried it. Currently, I'm hooked on Raid, and I played all of them. Just like I might spend $5 to $10 in a year on those games, if that. And I enjoyed them. I do like mobile gaming as a whole, but yes, there are some of them that's just oof. All right, where were we? Let's see. Discipline. We gave this guy the cog point thing. What armor does he have? 2 to crit chance. He doesn't really need crit chance. Oh shoot, these gloves are worse in every way. This is 2 max hit points and crit, and this is 2 max hit points, no crit. Oh, never mind that, shoot. Alright, now this guy has regen also. Alright, we got 2 points remaining. Alright, let's do that. Okay. So we're at 58%, and I think at 70-something, the final boss becomes an option, but at 100, you're forced to fight him. All right, so this guy's missions always pay way better, so let's do the next one of these until the next whatever pops up. Carrion Crew. The corpses of the settlers who long ago breached the tomb of Ubjal may still have augmentations and archaeotech that surpasses current Imperial tech. Quartermaster Rowe has identified these as a possible valuable resource to be recovered from the tomb. The Tomb of Ubjal presents an opportunity for resource acquisition will not be pleasant. Pleasantness or otherwise is not an issue for a Magos of Mars. What is this opportunity? Settlers of St. Ectard's Hope breached the tomb. Flayed ones used their corpses as raw materials. Those settlers possessed archaeotech and augmentations now lost to Imperial science. And you suggest recovering these materials for our use. I comprehend the disgust such a proposal would have for less augmented personnel. Ooh. Okay, so for people who don't really know the lore, what's going on, there's these robots called Flayed Ones, and they're, think like the Terminator, but with claws, not guns. And when they kill someone, they like wear their skin. It's got like skin draped over it. He wants to hunt these things down. Augmentations and forgotten tech are extremely valuable to Medicaid facilities. If the opportunity arises, Quartermaster, I shall see if these resources can be returned to Imperial use. Sneaky morning stream. Hey, Muck. Hey, all. Hey, Jackals. I've heard arguments that pay to win Asset Yours 2 is getting gold to spend on legendary weapons to help it make you better reorder raids, but that is a real minuscule improvement. Yeah, so the thing is one, legendary is a very small improvement on Ascended, and you cannot get Ascended everything except weapon or legendary everything except weapon by just swiping. You can't. So it'd be like, if you swipe and you get a legendary weapon and you have exotic everything else and you don't know how to play the game, you're maybe 1% stronger than you were a minute ago, and everyone else will catch up very quickly. So it's not a big thing. My scouts have postulated a deposit of bodies at a location well within the tomb. It would explain how the Flayed Ones got their biological matter before any Skitarii were lost inside. Preservation of corpses is remarkable. The sealed environment in the tomb probably helped mummify the dead from St. Ectard's Hope. Maybe some Necron technology too. Whatever it is, it stopped when we breached the tomb because the place stinks of decay. Then the time to recover is limited. Decomposition and Necron use will soon render them beyond our grasp. Chris Wilson for PoE dunked on Immortal with such chill, it was great. Oh really? I'll need to find that clip. I haven't seen that. There's something weird about the crosshairs of that slot in the middle of the inventory screen. They were going on top of the other windows. Oh, I might have been tapped out. Paying for a chance at getting the item you want is worse than it's straightforward said. In 100% of cases, you can't argue with that unless someone is addicted to gambling. Don't care about it at all. Yeah, so that happened. So to give you a real example of that. All right, Raid Shadow Legends. All right, Raid Shadow Legends. I do love the game. I play the game a lot. However, it does tempt the whales. It does tempt the whales. There's a guy in this game. Where is he? Lizardman. Krisk. This guy is one of the rarest ones in the game. I don't have him. I've played the game over 2 years. He's a lizard wearing a giant turtle shell that he's fitted with blades, and he's a very tanky boy. All right. Now they had a event a little while back where it was like a tournament, and the tournaments, when they do these things, they'll have a thing. And basically, everybody will do a thing. Like this one's champion training. You get points for this tournament by leveling people up. And over here on the right, you get these rewards guaranteed. So you could just go for these and ignore the rest of the tournament. This is just you against yourself. But over here, this is a leaderboard. And the people at the top of the leaderboard, like here's the tournament, will guaranteed get this legendary champion. They had one that guaranteed gave Krisk. And there were people that were just like, and the thing is they keep the tournament open for like 5 days. So there were people that were like, did not sleep and were just swiping constantly, just in the first and second place doing this. Like you could tell from how many points they had that these people were like, they ran themselves ragged trying to get the guaranteed hero because like there's no way to get it. And the thing is at the end of it, the second place guy probably spent thousands of dollars and got nothing. Like at that point, just give them the freaking thing. Just give them the lizard. Like in the way they did it, like they give you it's not a day, it's 5 days. It's like the rarest thing. You're fighting against other people, so you push each other constantly. Like yeah, that's for people that this affects. That's predatory. That's the predatory the way they did it. If they made the tournament that somehow used a currency that you could not get by swiping, so it was just people using in-game resources fighting against each other, I wouldn't care at all. I would stockpile that stuff and save it for a rainy day, but the way they did it, it's just like, oh my gosh. Let's be clear though, by improvement we mean convenience. Ledger items the same stats as the items besides stat swap. Yeah, honestly, stat swapping was not that noticeable until you get a full set of stat swapping. Let's see, time to recover is limited. Decomp and Necron use sooner than beyond our grasp. All right. Oh, a new arrival. Welcome to arrival. Hello. Okay, heal, but we were already full. All right, so we got 3 rooms here we need to access. An item? Power field generator. 3 cog points, office. Well, we unlocked, I don't think I need that, but we unlocked something new. That's cool. Morbid curiosity increases. An irresistible, delectable, fascinating curiosity. Perfect addition to my spine collection. Why do you have a spine collection? On a pedestal in this filthy and corroded chamber is an incongruously bright polished item resembling a human spine in chromed metal. This appears to be an augmentation removed from one of the dead settlers, though it is strange to see it displayed like this. Examine the rest of the chamber before proceeding. The cohort skirts around the edges of the chamber, checking for traps and hidden devices. They find a pressure switch on the pedestal linked to packets of concealed explosives and are able to examine this simple but effective example of Necron cunning. Okay. Someone said, Muck, what do you think of the new fusion champ Helicath? Can you look at him in game yet? No, he's not in the index yet. I can't remember what he does off the top of my head. I remember he looked really solid. I think he's worth going for if it's possible to go for him. Oh, there's a flare. You can see the claws. Was Fox the other one I gave the regen to? Yeah. Oh, I never noticed till now. Their UI gets wider depending on how many abilities they have. That's cool. Oh, they have a destroyer. No! Turn 1, ow. Alright. Alright, we want to delay turn. Delay turn. Ouch. Delay turn. Delay turn. Call in a troop instantly. If I put him over there, there's gonna be, hold on. He's gonna go, he's gonna go. He's gonna go, he's gonna go. Okay, yeah, if I put the robot over there, they could kill it turn 1. I gotta be careful of that. We'll put it here and then do everything after. We'll buff it up before we send it out. Oh, wow, that's lucky. I'd only done one of the 6 buffs I was gonna do on him, and he crit that guy. So not only was he down, but he died and didn't need the follow-up attack. Alright, who was the one that got hit really hard? This guy. Alright, use the healing tool on him. I'm trying to remember, raid Helicath. Is he on any other websites yet? Is there just a friggin' picture? Oh, here we go. This was it. First of all, he looks really cool. Let's see. Attacks on enemy 2 times, can do weaken, ignores shields, and block damage. That's very interesting. So in Arena, he, like, if the enemy team had shields or block damage entirely, Brogni or something, he could just ignore it. Attack all enemies, put a shield buff on your allies for 2 turns. Proportional to defense. The only other champ in the game that has that is Valkyrie. So that means a Valkyrie, when you put increased defense buff on her and then she does her shield, it's gargantuan. Like, the shield is, like, you know, 60 to 100% stronger because it scales with her defense. You increase her defense, the shield gets bigger. Place a block damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. Whenever a block damage buff placed on an ally by this champ is removed, stolen, or expires, put increased defense on them for 2 turns. Feast of Agony, increase the champ's defense by 5% for each ally under block's defense. So he has multiple ways of increasing his defense and a shield that scales with his defense. Counterattack with the default skill whenever an ally is hit while under block damage. That could be good when you are, fighting in the arena and the enemy has like Senecia or Skullcrown and they do an AoE attack against your whole team and they can't help but hit your allies, this guy would get a lot of free attacks. So yeah, Valkyrie is insanely good through all the way to the end game because of her massive shields and counterattack. He doesn't have the counterattack, but he might be only the second champ in the game to have the shields which scale with defense. Alright, delay turn on this guy until I get more buffs on him. So yeah, he has, like, Valkyrie is on some teams that can fight the clan boss for like 100 turns. Like, there's people that have set world records fighting clan boss using the Valkyrie shields. And it's possible that this is a way that people who don't have Valkyrie could get her and then also have access to those teams. So yeah, I'm gonna be, I don't know for sure that I would be using that hero, but I'm going for it too. Heal self. Next attack is free. He's down. Order the robot to attack. Critical, he's gone. So that used up the guaranteed crit buff that was on the bot. Was there anything to scan in this room? There is, up there. Heal self. Put that there. Oof, rolled low both times. Let's see, next shot takes 2 less cognition points. And get him with that. And then finish him off with the pistol. Reveal that guy. Does anyone need healing? No, we're all fine right now. I'll use free Canticle to get cog points. Yeah, now that I've done that, I can use those cog points to make a run for this. Knock this guy away so he doesn't attack of opportunity me. Come on, give me a 5. Yeah! That was a 33% chance. Actually, the robot can kill that guy. Let's have you just worry about this dude up here. Got lucky. Rolled 2 out of, had to roll 1 to 2. I rolled 2 twice in a row. All right, it's time. We don't have the guaranteed crit, so he might live. Okay, we still got the crit though. I was like, we don't have 100% crit chance. Didn't matter. Wait, what? Oh, there's a dude over there. Oh, okay. Well, I might as well just crush this guy then. There's a guy hiding in the corner. I thought that was gonna finish the whole thing. Oh wow, a pistol shot. Weak. No threat remaining. A long, dead corpse, desiccated and drawn, lies in the corner of the chamber. From the tatters of clothing and the age of the corpse, it looks like one of the settlers from St. Ectart's Hope. Perhaps this isolated body contains some of the valuable tech Ro was seeking or valuable information. Pray for the soul of the long-dead settler. No! The cohort speaks a prayer for the protection of the past soul against corruption of the wayward tides of the warp. However, it seems a hollow act given how long the settler has been dead and the grim circumstances of their death in the dark madness of Ubjal's tomb. The effect is to illustrate the fragility of humankind when compared to the timeless Necrons and does more spiritual harm than good. Oh my god. The prayer's backfired. Alarm is raised. Glyph heals. Didn't really need it, but that's fine. Thanks for the ping. We both kind of pushed it out of chat again. You may have to ask him again. Ask me what? What? Does this game have any RNG aside from crits and damage ranges? It seems more predictable than XCOM. Oh, no. Like, if it says you're gonna hit the enemy, you're gonna hit the enemy. It does. This game, if you're trying to play a game similar to XCOM that's Warhammer, Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemon Hunters, which is a game we played recently, that game was a lot closer to XCOM. This has a lot more reading and stuff. This actually has a lot less fighting. Let's see, I think this is the... Is this the last fight or the second to last fight? Shoot, I don't remember. If I put the robot there, he's gonna get stuck. If we put it over there, that would work. Oh, there's a lot of enemies over there. Yeah, it does not have the dice roll when you swing at an enemy. You know, like 80% chance to hit or anything like that. It'll just, so for example, if you look, if I tell my guy to move right there, you see those gun icons? That means if I move there, I am in range to shoot that guy. Like, it tells you, I'm in range to shoot that guy, but I can hit that guy with one of my weapons, and I can't hit any of the others. Like, it'll give you those kind of warnings. Who was the one who just got hit? That guy right there. Alright, this isn't gonna be as strong, but because he hasn't fully buffed yet, but command fire. Okay, we've damaged that guy. Cost of next attack reduced by 2 points. And use the Serpenta on him.